Let's talk about the documentation required to submit your code change to ICC. Once you've completed working in your code editor or any time through this process, click on Documentation to add the additional information. Your reason statement is first. Just click Edit, and you'll see a full editor that will allow you to input your reason statement. New this year are paste buttons that allow you to paste from other programs, especially Microsoft Word. Once you've inserted your text here, you can go ahead and style it. You can add special characters, and you can insert images. To insert an image, you'll want to go to the Attachments tab first and upload that image. Once you've uploaded the image, by clicking Choose File and then Add Attachment, you'll see it down here in your listing. Come back to your reason statement. Click the image icon, and it will allow you to choose from the items that you've already uploaded. Here's the image that I uploaded just now. I can resize this image so that it appears a little bit more neatly. As you can see, this is an extremely large image, and I'm worried that it won't appear as well. So I'm going to cut this in half and make it just 1,000 wide. I click OK, and now I can see the image in place in my reason statement. When I click Save, it also appears where I need it to. The bibliography functions the same way. Click Edit, and there is a sample set of text to copy and paste down here so that you can format your bibliography correctly. Please note that your bibliography is optional. Your cost impact statement, click Edit. You want to make sure to select whether it will or will not increase the cost of construction and enter some additional text here to explain the selection above. Once again, click Save, and that will display just as you expect it to. The final item in documentation is Notes to Staff. The Notes to Staff is a place for you to put any commentary that you would like to send to ICC staff in conjunction with your proposal. A short note explaining any issues that you had creating the proposal, any questions you might have about the process or about the proposal itself, or any other information you think it's important for ICC staff to know can go here. You have the full suite of editing tools, just like you do for all the other sections in the documentation. This section, it's important to note, will not appear in your code change proposal. This is only informational and will only be given to ICC staff. Once you've input all of this information, you can move on. As we've discussed, to insert an image, you can put the attachments here. Click Choose File to select something from your system, and then click Add Attachment. If your image exists on another website or your file exists on another website, you may put the link to it here and again add attachment so that it will show up here in the system. The final set of documentation you'll need is the copyright form. Every proposal must have a signed copyright form. This releases your content so that if your proposal makes it through the process, we can publish the change that you have submitted to us. Click on the standard copyright release form and the text will appear. You must put any entities you're representing, the full name, no acronyms, on any copyright form that you sign. Check the box to indicate that you agree, and if you would like to use this on all of your proposals, click Save. Once you've added that copyright form, you'll see a saved form here, and any additional forms that you create will be in this same listing. It will automatically use the form that you have selected as your default, and it will display that form on this page. If you'd like to sign on behalf of someone else, you may select Add New Form and sign an additional copyright release form. But once you've signed it once, the default will be able to be selected for each new proposal. Now that you've filled out all the pieces of documentation, this Finalize and Submit tab will help you make sure you've got everything that you need. If you've created everything that you need, you'll see these green sections here. I've made at least one code section change. I've signed a copyright form, and I've got a reason statement and a cost impact statement. These last buttons are updates just for you to look at. The system can't check these items, but we want to make sure that you've at least given them some thought. I don't need a bibliography, so I'm all right clicking on that to clear it out. I've taken a look at my attachments, and if I have a reference standard, I've included that as an attachment. And I've got a PDF copy of my proposal already, or I've decided to just store it in the system. Once I have all that information, I'll get one last glance at my proponent information, and I'll notice I don't have an employer listed. I'm going to go ahead and go into the settings and list my employer here. Once I've made that change and saved it, I'll go back once again to Build, back to Finalize and Submit, and now I'll see that this displays properly and I'm happy, so I can go ahead and submit the proposal. Please note that once you've submitted the proposal, you can no longer make changes to that proposal. You may, when working with ICC staff, be given access to make changes to the proposal again as you discuss the proposal with staff, but in general, what you've sent to us is enough. Now that I've got that submitted, I will see a receipt so that I know that this proposal was submitted on this date and time. I will also receive this receipt along with some helpful information as an email. Now that I've submitted this proposal, I can't make any more changes. So let's jump to a new proposal so we can discuss how to collaborate with others, how to discuss with others, and how to transfer the proposal to a new proponent.